Hi and welcome to Silver Soul Tarot. Today we are going to do a general reading using the Wishcraft Oracle and the Sugar and Spice tarot deck. They're both very cute tarot like decks, and I just feel very cute. Let's be cute and do something different. Right. First of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jo. If you are a returning viewer, great to see you again, but why are you not subscribed? Just let me know. And if you are a subscriber, much love to you. Let's crack on. So we'll take two of these. So the first oracle is Seeds of Power. From tiny things, big things can grow. Interesting, interesting. What have you been working on? What ideas have you had come to you? What little seeds are you planting? And bubble power. My wishes flow easily out into the world. So what have you been manifesting? What have you been working on? What have you been laying those foundations, planting those seeds? Just before we go on, I do just want to say, it just popped in, that, you know, sometimes just because you don't see the sprouts on top of the earth, you know, you don't see the sprouts, doesn't mean that the roots underneath the ground are not growing and not multiplying. So just because you don't always see a return, or you know, you don't see some growth initially or straight away, doesn't mean that the roots aren't taking hold. So what have you been trying to bring in? What have you been working on? What have you been planting? The first card out we've got is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is something that maybe you've been doing for a little while. It is the slowest moving knight in the deck. It is very much a trust the process. I know, trust the process kind of vibe. So it's something that you've been putting I wouldn't necessarily say it's a lot of time and energy. Not necessarily. I mean, that's going to be, you know, very subjective. But it's certainly something that you've been working on for a while, or you've been thinking about doing for a while, and you're going to finally kind of really start tending that seedling. You've got the sun. In order for anything to grow, you need the sun. The sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's a big yes. It's like, yes, go for it. You're being guided towards whatever this is that you're doing over here. It's illuminating, it's warming, it's life-giving. The sun, you need sun and water are your two main ingredients for any creature on this planet. You know, you wouldn't have life without water, you wouldn't have life without the sun. Let's crack on. So the next card out is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so there could be an offer coming in of some description. Some financial assistance, maybe, if this is a career thing or a job thing. It is also something you could be learning something. The Page of Pentacles is about learning. So in order to make your seed grow, whatever it is you've been working on, maybe there's a little bit more learning that needs to take place. You know, some courses or something, or just understanding something more. We've got the Knight of Swords now. So this is where the energy starts picking up, the ideas start flowing, the movement gets going, because you've gone from the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight in the deck, to the Knight of Swords, where it's picking up. Maybe ideas start coming in quicker, or you know, thoughts, and the way you're thinking starts changing. This is an interesting reading. Right, so you got the Eight of Wands. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely some momentum here building. Something's picking up speed. The Eight of Wands is, you know, it could be communication coming in, could be finding something out, some truth or knowledge, something coming into your reality. It is also, it worked like communication, so you could be hearing something, but it could be someone shooting their shot. It could be you shooting your shot, you know, finally taking that, I want to say that plunge, but for not quite, plunge isn't quite the right word, but taking that leap of faith, taking that, Jo, what is going on? Taking that next step quite quickly. Quite quickly. Or the energy speeds up anyway. Right, let's see what else wants to come through. We've got temperance. Yes, it's something that's been brewing, something you've been thinking about, something that's been... It's like I say, I don't know if it's necessarily something that you've put a lot of time and effort into specifically, or if it's something that's just been brewing for a long time, something you were thinking about doing for a long time. And here comes that kind of opportunity where you can... Because in the original temperance, she's holding the 2 cups and she's pouring the energy from one cup into another, so it's like rebalancing that energy, and now you've got the time or the money or, you know, whatever it is you've now got that you didn't have before, that allows you to put that into the new seedling, into that seedling. It's like you've been freed up in some way. Something's been freed up in some way. The Queen of Swords. I mean, maybe it was literally you freed your own mind. Maybe now you're thinking about things differently, seeing things differently, imagining things differently, had some sort of moment of truth or clarity. You've got the Death on the bottom, so maybe you had a bit of a rebirth, a bit of a restructuring of the way you were thinking, or maybe finances. It could be maybe you had a pay increase at work and now, or an extra day off, and now you can put some time and energy into doing something, or something different, whatever it was that you were thinking of doing for a long time. And then you get the 10 of Cups, so that's that happy ever after. It's that ultimate wish fulfillment. It's in this, you know, in the card, it's having the family and the home, and, you know, being under the rainbow and having that, the blessings literally coming down on top of you and having all your cups in a row. So yeah, I mean, whatever it is, it's what you've been wanting to do, what you've been requiring yourself to put to the back burner for some reason. Something was on the back burner and now you can bring it forward. Interesting. The King of Swords. Yep, there's that making your decisions more clearly, more intuitively, more being more open, more honest, just being more thoughtful. It's like you can indulge in something now, something that you've always wanted to. I mean, maybe you couldn't afford to collect comics when you were a kid, and now all of a sudden, you know, you just got this amazing pay upgrade, and you can now start investing in something. You know, it's almost like you can now afford to do something, or now you've got the time. Now you've got, it could even be now you've got some intelligence. That sounds awful, but like you've learned something, and now you can kind of restructure your brain to work something out. Do you know what I mean? Like it's something about now you can get going on something. You've got the Tower. Maybe you had a bit of a Tower moment. You know, maybe you had a moment of, do you know what, if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. Or it's like you had this moment of, maybe a moment's not quite right, but there's something shifted, something changed, where you can now put a lot more time and effort into your wishes, into your dreams, into your creativity, you know, into something other than just, you know, work, sleep, eat, repeat. You know, something changed. Something gave you a little bit of a, I don't want to say a midlife crisis, but it feels that sort of intensity of like, do you know what, if I don't start living for me, then I'm just going to be, you know, laying on my deathbed and being like, you know, they say no one lays on their deathbed and thinks, oh, I should have worked more. Do you know what I mean? It's always like, I should have spent more time with my family. I should have done this. I should have done that. It's never I should have worked more. You got the 5 of Wands. Now, when I see these two, it's definitely this head butting, you know, this butting of heads, I should say. Yeah, I wonder if it was, you know, a mind over matter thing, or, you know, mind over heart. you know, some kind of like, oh, I want to do X, Y, and Z, but I also need to pay the mortgage. But something's now changed. Now you can move on. You can sail on to calmer waters. I'm going to take another card. So let's move them over. Yeah, now you can leave behind the energy that was holding you back. It could be someone. It could be something. It could be a mundane job that you decided to change. I just dropped the card. Let me grab that. I do have to move the table, so apologies. We've got the Four of Cups. Yeah, you were holding on something. You were holding on to this dream. Let me bring the table back. You were holding on to this dream, holding on to this idea. It was a tiny little seedling that you just couldn't do anything about. You know, you didn't have the finances, or you didn't have the time, or you didn't have the energy of what, you know, time, energy. It's everything's energy. Time, money. You didn't have the heart. You didn't have the knowledge. Please pop a comment below if this is resonating with you. Something about now you can finally get going on something. And the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, some sort of equal giving, receiving, in balance. Some balance was restored somewhere. I mean, you could have been given a gift with that, you know, the picture there of the gift. You could have been given something. There was maybe an offer of something, and more money or an upgrade, or it definitely feels like there was this shift in energy. Something came in. You heard something, you learnt something, you were given something. It could be all of the above. And the Strength card is on the bottom. It's like you made it through. You made it through the hard time, and now you get to really go after your dreams. I'm going to leave it there, say good luck going after your dreams. Pop a comment below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.